Good morning, friends. We are talking about some of the themes that we were discussing in the sermon last Sunday. And one of the things that I talked about was this idea of thinking about what you're going to think about. That a lot of times we don't really think about the things that we want to dwell on and let our minds dwell on. And so what happens to us in life is what we think about instead of saying, I want to think about this today. So one of the things that Paul said, whatever's true, whatever's right, whatever's noble, whatever's admirable, whatever's praiseworthy, whatever's excellent, all those different things that the Apostle Paul said, I believe it's in verse 8 of chapter 4 of Philippians. You and I have a choice as to what we're going to spend time thinking about during the day. So when you choose to actually set your mind on things that really matter, then that actually has a big impact in terms of who you become and how your life goes during that day. So the Lord said to Joshua, keep talking about this book of the law, this law of Moses, day and night, meditate on it, and by doing that, you'll be successful in whatever that you do. You set your mind on things that are of God, and God takes care of the rest. So one of the things that Paul says is set your mind on whatever is true. And we talked about how that what is true is most certainly found in the scriptures, and that we want to take some time and we want to focus on the things that are in the scriptures and what's going on and what's being said in the scriptures. And so I want to just draw your attention today on what might that look like. So if you open up Matthew chapter 5, 6, and 7, we're looking at the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. It's a heavily condensed bit of truth. And you could take that first section, which is called the Beatitudes, and you could just say, I want to reflect today on what it means to be a peacemaker, because that's what shows the family likeness, that we'll be called the children of the sons and daughters of God if we're peacemakers. What would it be like if I just ruminated and I talked about that? That's what that Psalm 1 is talking about, that we're just chewing on this all day long. What would it be like if I'm a peacemaker? Lord, what would it be like if I'm a peacemaker in this situation in my family? What would it be like if I'm a peacemaker on the road when I'm driving my car? What would it be like if I'm a peacemaker in my marriage or in other people's lives that you've put in my life to have some influence? What would it be like? And you simply turn those things around in your head over and over and over again. And as you do, that becomes more and more a part of you. Think about what you're going to think about. Think about what is true. That will change you over time, and it's very powerful and very beautiful as well. So I want to challenge you with that today. Join me in thinking about what we're going to think about.